Hey guys, I'm on the BFA Alpha and Azerite armor just came out. I did a video earlier on the Shaman going over how the first tier of traits on the Azerite armor is spec dependent. And I'll show you the example of how this is the case across all classes. The Demon Hunter only has two specs, as you know, and sure enough, there's only three traits on the first row. One, guessing it's the agnostic one. Yep, this is the same one that's available on all characters in the first slot. This is just a proc when you kill somebody um, in the world. That's good for running around and leveling. This first one's gonna be, yep, Demon's Bite. That's Havoc. So I'm gonna guess Vengeance. Fiery Brent sounds like a Vengeance ability. So again, these are you need to get the same Azerite piece um, multiple times if you're gonna want to use a different trait setup on your tune. So I'm playing Havoc, uh, but I also plan on playing Demon Hunter. But I plan on mostly doing dungeons, and versatility is good for both. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this first one. Once I've selected it, I can't pick the other two. There's no way for me to X out. I can't delete the item. Maybe if I try to delete the item and use Blizzard's restore system, I can then restore it, but if they mod that system to also save the traits that you chose, then I don't know if you can re-roll by cheesing their item restoration system. Although, like, that's my first go-to thing if you want to re-roll. It's like, oh, let me break my item, go restore it via BattleNet, and then reconfigure my traits. Now, these numbers on the side here, they dictate the Heart of Azeroth level you need to have in order to select the trait there. So the first trait, it looks like yeah, these are the same. Well, for the most part, except this dodge one. A lot of these are common across the different classes right now on the chess piece. For example, I know my enhancement shaman was offered Gut Ripper on this row, as well as Elemental Whirl. This dodge one seems to be a little different because I have a tanking spec. So they're probably these traits are tied to specs clearly. Um, this is the exact same across all tunes right now, all classes, this tier. Um, and the last one's always going to be a 5 item level increase. So, all in all, Azerite armor at the moment, in my truest opinion, is very underwhelming. I really hope they allow us to switch out these talents on the go. I really don't know why we can't also have horizontal progression as well as a vertical power trip that we like out of this game, right? I mean, we do a lot of vertical progressions in this game, but we also like to have alts. And I feel like Blizzard needs to find a way to let us play alts to our fullest capacity rather than forcing us down to choose one or two mains and the system's gearing towards really just being forced to focus on one or two uh, characters, and let alone specs now because I can't even switch out the traits. Does this feel a little bit like they didn't learn what they should have from Legion? Possibly, but maybe that's a video for another time. Um, I really hope they have supporting systems that is going to make this seem a lot more interesting. Because right now I'm a little disappointed. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good